Welcome to empoweredcampusministry.org. I'm Barbara Humphrey McCrabb, the Assistant Director for Higher Education at the Bishops' Conference. We're here with a number of colleagues, in particular Sister Mary Ellen Dow, who's campus minister at Trinity Washington University. I know you have been taking groups on a particular spring break trip, so tell us about that.
An exciting spring break trip. This is my third since coming to Trinity. It's a site that offers service possibilities, but for Trinity students, I think the highlight is being able to walk the journey of civil rights and to meet people who are alive now in their 90s who walked the Edmund Pettus Bridge. So we just returned on the 8th from having done that and beginning to see the processing of our students, how it affects their lives, their dreams for their future. Racism becomes real, and I've had the experience at a college that was primarily Caucasian. The learnings are very real for that population. Here at Trinity, predominantly African American students, a different level of emotional investment in the experience. And what I detected this year more so than any was for our emerging Hispanic population at Trinity, the connections that they are making. Statements I have heard since returning about we need to make sure that our people are fighting the fight, the connection with immigration, and that's because they experienced people struggle firsthand.
That's one of the things we found in our initiative, is that we really have to look at this issue with a broader lens and recognize that a lot of other communities are impacted.
And I think young adults are ripe to do that. They're aware of issues in our society in ways that I wasn't always at their age. And they make the connections. Issues in terms of sexuality, the role of women, the lack of empowerment of so many populations that begin with the kind of service experience where they put their lives.
Can you tell us some of the highlights of being in Selma for spring break, and what are some of the things the students are involved in?
We work with an organization started by a man and his wife. We rehab homes, we clean yards, we help people who love their property but don't have the resources to keep it up, to care for it. It's a very small organization. So the help that Trinity students, and we're now known in Alabama, we come down to Selma, the mayor meets us. So we do what we can with one organization, but there are many, many needs, obviously, in Selma. One of the poorest in Alabama. That's what I would encourage for campus ministers.
With just a few moments left, what would you say is the take home for students? As they return and they reflect on their experience, what's the lesson they gain from the experience?
Asking more seriously of themselves, how do I want to live my life to make a difference? The kind of difference I saw modeled by people who were willing to stand against injustice.
Well, I want to thank all of our guests for being with us today. Thank you, and come back and see us.